Picture this. You wake up on a random Monday, feeling like a truckload of notifications, bills, and meetings has rolled over your soul. Your heart is racing like you're running from a bear. But the only bear in the room is your pillow, which you've been beating up all night trying to sleep. Anxiety doesn't ask for permission. It simply arrives, opens your fridge, drinks your orange juice, and even complains that it's too hot. And then comes the worst part. You try to calm down the modern way. You take a deep breath, count to 3, and 2 seconds later, you're on Google typing, "Am I going to die because I breathed wrong?" Congratulations. Now, in addition to anxiety, you have 37 new fictional symptoms to deal with. But calm down. Before you decide to live in a cave to avoid any more stressful situations, let me tell you a secret. Ending anxiety doesn't require medication, mystical gurus, or courses that cost the same as a mortgage. And if you think this sounds too good to be true, it's because no one has ever explained it to you properly. Here at the Healthy Primate channel, we don't mess around. We take anxiety, put it in a swivel chair, and make it so dizzy that it leaves your body, ordering an Uber back to nothing. And today you'll learn how to do just that. Reduce anxiety using simple, natural, and accessible methods that even your paranoid neighbor will want to copy. Now, before you keep biting your nails like you're in a NASA job interview, do yourself and this poor YouTube algorithm a favor. Like this now, subscribe to the channel, and activate the bell as if your sanity depended on it. Because honestly, if you don't, your anxiety will be more active than a child after 3 liters of soda. In the next few minutes, you'll discover why everything you've been taught about. Anxiety is basically the emotional equivalent of using duct tape to repair an airplane. And when you understand this, you'll laugh so hard even your anxiety will be embarrassed to show itself. Get ready, because this video will not only show you how to overcome anxiety without medication, but also why it's more present in your life than insurance commercials during the Super Bowl. Now, hold on tight, because the first thing I'm going to show you is the real reason you feel so anxious all the time, and believe me, it has nothing to do with lack of willpower. Now, imagine your mind as a crowded mall on Black Friday. Everyone's running, screaming, fighting for a 10% discount on a TV that will probably break in 3 months. This is how your anxiety works. Chaos, shouting, a bunch of people trying to sell you something you don't need. And all of this, usually, for something that isn't even that urgent. Isn't that great? And the worst part? The manager of this mental mall, your brain, is back there, taking a nap in the electronics department, while a fire alarm blares madly in the background. Result, you're left there, unsure whether to react like a ninja facing 30 enemies, or simply hide under the bed with a bag of Doritos, waiting for it all to pass. Then, when you try to resolve this, you end up falling for the typical social media tips, like, drink tea made from mystical roots harvested by Tibetan monks at midnight, while dancing in the rain and singing spiritual songs. Drink 4 liters of green juice, do reverse breathing, and then take a picture of your gut to see how balanced you are. Or the classic, download an app that will measure your anxious thoughts with a I in charge you 19.99. A month to tell you that you are ... anxious. No, and never. This will only turn your brain into a call center full of pop-ups saying, your anxiety has been upgraded to the premium version. Monthly payment of $29.99. And then, presto, it becomes even more chaotic. Now, I'm going to ask you a little favor, like subscribe to the channel and turn on the notification bell, because I know you'll benefit greatly from these tips. And if you don't do this now, your anxiety will come up with another excuse to keep you busy. Go ahead, click the button before it starts planning a stress crisis for you, okay? Back to the point. Here's the truth. Anxiety is not a sign of weakness. No, it's not. It's just an overactive fire alarm. It will go off for any reason. Traffic, that email with "we need to talk" in the subject line, or even because you remembered something super embarrassing you did in 7th grade. And that, my friend, won't let you forget it anytime soon. Now, here's the good part. You can turn off this alarm. And no, I'm not talking about magic, nor motivational phrases that come out of cheap coffee mugs. I'm talking about something simple, practical, and absurdly logical. But before I show you how this is possible, I need to warn you. If you continue to ignore the root of your anxiety, it will turn you into the perfect functional zombie. The one who only says okay in meetings and lives on 5 cups of coffee and no glass of drinking water. Stay with me and I'll show you how to pull the emergency brake on your anxious brain. And believe me, it has nothing to do with positive thinking or adopting a superhero attitude. Now do you understand that your anxiety isn't an invisible monster, but an out-of-control fire alarm? Let's learn how to silence it. And no, you don't need to hide on a desert island without Wi-Fi or live on chamomile tea. The secret to silencing anxiety lies in something simple, accessible, and as effective as a superhero without a cape: organizing the chaos. Imagine this. Your mind is like a computer with 27 open tabs, 15 pending updates, and the antivirus warning you that your battery is running low. Have you ever tried to organize everything? No? Then of course anxiety will be constantly showing up. Organizing your day, even just a little, works wonders. And no, this isn't just a coach's talk. This is the basics for stopping your mind from going crazy. And speaking of organization, here's the next tip. Define your priorities. Stop being the hero trying to save the world in 24 hours. You're not Superman. The truth is, you'll get so overwhelmed trying to do everything at once that you'll end up being overcome by that anxiety that loves to play with your emotions. You know that moment when you try to fit in a work meeting, a dentist appointment, a trip to the supermarket, and still have time to watch 4 episodes of a series? Yeah, that's pure fuel for anxiety. So before your mind starts convincing you that you can do it all, stop and organize your priorities. Don't be the person who tries to make a barbecue with 2 pieces of coal and a broken match. Prepare your ground and get things done efficiently. Now, another super powerful tip that can be applied without having to become a Zen monk in a Tibetan monastery is time for yourself. Look, I know you're thinking, but who has time for that with the life I lead? I'll answer you with another question. Who has time to live with their head racing, chasing after everything and everyone? Your brain needs a break. And you know what will help? 10 minutes of deep breathing. And I'm not telling you to become a guru, but simply to give your mind a break. This can be more effective than any paid meditation app you downloaded once and never used. Oh, and one last tip. Learn to say no. If you think the solution to your anxiety is to accept every demand, then you're going to end up in trouble. If everyone asks you to be everyone's superhero, what energy will you have left? Exactly, nothing. So, stop it. Prioritize what really matters and start saying no to what doesn't add value. After all, if you're trying to be everything to everyone, you'll probably be nothing to yourself. Now, before you get lost again on Google searching for best tips to end anxiety, subscribe to the channel and turn on the notification bell. Trust me, this will give you more peace than a 5-hour meditation session. Click here before your anxiety makes you think you're forgetting something super important. Now, tell me in the comments. If you've made it this far and are willing to use these tips, comment below. I'm here and I'm going to beat anxiety without medication. I want to see who will actually put these solutions into practice and put anxiety in its place. If you don't comment, anxiety will keep knocking on your door. And believe me, it loves to make unexpected visits. And before you finish, don't leave. If you want more tips to face anxiety like a true champion, watch the next videos that are appearing here on the screen. Don't let anxiety stop you from watching. Just don't do it before it creates more excuses for you.